Hi everyone. In this video, I'll be talking about the newly proposed tax policy by Labour and whether or not it will affect you. So Labour is introducing a new tax rate of 39% on Kiwis that have an income more than $180,000 per year. Now, this tax change is expected to affect around 2% of Kiwis, and it is estimated to raise an additional $550 million per year in order to offset some of the costs caused by the disease. All of the rest of the tax brackets remain unchanged, and this means that if you are part of the 98% that earns under $180,000 per year, you will not be affected. Just in case you are not aware, New Zealand has a tiered marginal tax system. So under this proposed system, the tax bracket will be as following. If you earn under $14,000, you will be taxed at 10.5%. If you earn from $14,000 to $48,000 per year, you'll be taxed at 17.5%. And if you earn from $48,000 to $70,000, you'll be taxed at 30% per year. And if you earn from $70,000 to $180,000, you'll be taxed at 33%. And if you earn more than $180,000 per year, you'll be taxed at 39%. Now, sometimes people get a little bit confused because you are not actually being taxed at 33% if you earn $70,000. You are only taxed at 33% for the amount that you earn above the $70,000 threshold. And under the new tax policy, you'll be taxed at 39% for the amount that you earn above the $180,000 threshold. On the Labour Party website, they also had a breakdown of how much more tax people will be paying per week and per year if they earn over $180,000 per year. If we compare this with our closest neighbour, Australia, we can see that at the high end, Australia has a 45% tax on people earning more than $180,000 per year, which is higher than the proposed New Zealand tax change. But at the lower end, they also have a 0% tax for income lower than $18,000, which could be quite beneficial for lower income earners, whereas in New Zealand has a 10% tax for people earning less than $14,000. So what are some people's reaction to this? So a Wellington resident said that she has lost her job and her partner is in the newly proposed tax bracket, and they are just surviving without her working, and she needs to look for a new job soon. Now, I personally don't like to judge how other people spend their money, but if your household income is $180,000 per year and you're still struggling to survive, what you really need is probably better money management and not go shopping and dining all the time rather than simply trying to earn more money. Now, another interesting thing that I found while I was going through these articles was that the majority of members of Parliament will not be affected by the newly proposed tax rate. So the MPs on average earn between $160,000 to $180,000 per year. Not saying that there's some sort of conspiracy going on, but it certainly may make the policy easier to pass through the members of Parliament. In addition to that, Labour has also announced that they will not be introducing new taxes and further income tax increases for the next government term. Realistically, I don't really know how much this actually means because it is always possible to increase taxes such as GST while not directly increasing the income tax. More often than not, most of the super wealthy people tend to hold most of their wealth in assets such as stocks and real estate, and they do not rely on getting all their money from wages. So an increase in income tax might not affect them directly. So as it currently stands, the current tax system simply does not incentivize people to save money for their old age, because it just gets taxed every single step of the way, whether it be income tax or your GST or many other taxes. Now, much better is to borrow money and use the leverage to buy yourself a house in what seemed to be an ever-growing housing market, and use the rent from the house to offset your mortgage until eventually you can sell the property for a tax-free capital gain. So far, this seems to be the surefire way of gaining wealth in New Zealand that many people have chosen to take. Now, I don't want this to become an overly political channel, but I am interested in hearing your thoughts about the proposed tax changes. Now, are we paying too much or paying too little tax? Do we need a tax system overhaul? Let me know in the comments below, and I pretty much read all of the comments. Now, as usual, I hope you have a very nice day, and I will see you in the next video.